What's going on, everybody? It's Dominic with PowerSlap News, and joining me here in Vegas is Cooper Housley, the house. How's it going, man? Did I get that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. First time out at PowerSlap. How do you feel, man?
I'm excited about it.
Yeah?
I'm used to getting hit in the face, but with like knees, kicks, chairs.
So you're outside of this, you're doing pro wrestling.
Yes, sir.
So anything translating from PowerSlap into there besides like just general athleticism?
I've been slapped a few times by different people, different sizes, small, big.
A few woo chops to the face?
It happens if you're talking back to the wrong person. Yeah, you'll catch one a little high.
What do they call that in wrestling? A receipt? You get sent a receipt? Yeah. I know a thing or two. I'm not super like wrestling guy, but I've heard like the dark side of the ring and stuff like that. It's always really, really cool. So besides slamming people through tables, now you're gonna be slapping people over a table. You're gonna feel really confident about that?
You gotta be confident in everything you do. As soon as you lose, like everything, it's a mind game. As soon as you lose that mind game, you're out. Literally in this case.
So you're fighting super heavyweight.
Yes, sir.
With the big boys.
The biggest boys.
The biggest boys. Do you know, have they said yet who's catching for you guys? I know last time they brought in like the world's strongest men. Did they hint to any like big time catchers, football people, anything like that?
I have not been given any type of heads up on that.
Because that'd be kind of cool. Like meet those guys, Evan and the T-Rex and stuff like that. Like that was really cool to see them last time.
The goal is to not need them. But
so
you gotta have to meet them, I guess.
Well, speaking of not needing them, you won your coin toss.
Yes, sir.
You're slapping first.
Slapping first. I'm
is
excited.
that it? A one and done? Are we gonna see the round two? Are we gonna get to see your chin?
I kind of hope so in a way. I kind of pride myself on my chin, but if it doesn't come to that, I'm always fine not getting slapped in the face. But if it comes to that,
you're all for it?
I'm always all for it.
So I don't want to get too into predictions and all that, but are you thinking possibly, I know we just saw Lorenzo for the first time, kind of, got a little feel for him. Do you think this is going to go a distance, or do you think you got it?
I think I got it.
Think
but
you got it?
At the same time, he could have a strong chin. You never know.
Well, weigh-ins are really early tomorrow. Everyone's kind of making sure they're on point, cutting weight. You don't got to worry about that. You're feeling good.
Oh, I'm excited about that part. I don't have to worry about cutting anything.
Are you downstairs eating in front of everybody, just like, haha?
Oh, yeah. Earlier, me and Uncle Micah, we were down. The lady at the restaurant tried to cut him off 3 different times. And no, I'm not done. There's more to this. I promise.
So 2 super heavyweights come up to the restaurant. Everyone shuts their bars. They're like, no, it's closed. It's closed. Guys are eating them out of house and home, eh?
It went from buffet to go once we pulled up, I think.
That's it. So you're coming from Brian Dozer got you into this, right? Kind of pushed you to say, hey, come slap kind of thing. Like, he's going to be watching at home. You got anybody else at home, big family at home watching you?
Oh, I got a lot of family members. They're excited. They're as excited as you can be to see someone get slapped in the face that you love. A lot of wrestling people are super behind me with it. My wrestling coach is really excited about it. A dude named Bob Keller.
Okay.
He's super excited. My fiance is super excited.
Anybody worried about it? Mom calling you like, what are you doing, man? Don't do this.
It started as that.
Yeah.
And then the more I've kind of told her about it and been like, hey, I do this all the time. It's not any issue of me getting hit in the face. And she's like, oh, well, I guess you're right. Okay. So it kind of switched from scared to supportive. And so
nice.
I've been lucky enough to have that.
So you got a nice supportive background, like a nice support unit behind you then.
Oh, yeah, always. They support even the dumbest stuff.
Well, because everyone tells me this is a big mental game. So I always ask everybody this, and I'm going to go back to Brian here, because Brian's thing was like watch his anime, right? He wanted to watch some Black Clover, really get into like the battle mindset. What do you do? Are you a meditator? Do you pray? You listen to music? What do you do to kind of get focused to game day?
Game day, a lot of it's the night before. I'll just kind of go to bed watching South Park or Family Guy or something. Just go to bed laughing, so I'm not up stressing about it. If I can keep my mind up stressing about what I got to do the next day, I can usually fall asleep pretty early. And then the next day, really get game ready, listen to some music. I just listen to a ton of music on.
So you're more of like, I want to kind of get it out of my head so that I can sleep, eat well, feel well, and then when I'm up there about to walk into stage, I'll just click it into gear.
Always, yeah. Wrestling's helped out with that a lot, I think. It's like you can only do so much wrestling if you're not confident in yourself.
So wrestling, you put on the big show. when you turn that corner and that camera's in your face, are we gonna see the big show, or are you gonna be stoic killer walking up to that barrel?
It's hard to tell up until that moment. You know, it's one of those things where everybody can talk a big game until that camera turns on.
So until then, that's when you're really gonna start to like. Once you turn that, we're gonna have to wait and see. You're telling me.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm excited to see you do it. Any training specifically to PowerSlap? Were you out there hitting bags? Like, were you working with Brian at all? Brian getting you ready?
So Brian, I think he's living in Louisiana now.
Mm-hmm.
We went to high school together in South Carolina, and I'm still in Columbia. He's in Louisiana, so I've just been texting him as much as possible, getting workouts and stuff. And with wrestling, you know, I work out my neck constantly anyway, shoulders, neck, make sure that's all worked on, and then just like slapping bags, slapping door frames, making sure height-wise I have certain lineups on it. So I think me and the guy I'm fighting are about the same height, so it's not too big of a difference one way or the other.
Well, I know height always comes into it. Would you prefer to be the taller fighter or shorter fighter? Like, do you want to slap up? Do you want to come down? Where's like your swing?
I mean, to me, it doesn't really matter.
No?
As long as when I hit them, they go down. It doesn't matter too much to me.
Well, you won the coin toss. You get the slap first. I'm sure that's a big mental whoosh, you know, because losing that, I've seen some people kind of collapse in on themselves like, oh, I got to take that hit. I got to take that hit. And that's where that mental game comes in, right? You got to have a strategy, watch yourself part, whatever it is that you got to do to stay focused. But it's a little bit easier when you win that coin toss.
Yeah, I think if you come into it scared to take a hit, though, you're already losing a lot of aspects of the game at that point.
Well, have you stepped on the mat yet? Have you felt it, the squishiness? Have you like got to swing over the barrel at all? Like done any of that warm up? No,
I have not.
Not at all. You're gonna try to take advantage of that tomorrow at weigh-ins to say, hey, if it's set up, can I walk out there and just kind of feel and, you know, get that feeling for him?
That's the plan. I think I'll probably spend a lot of tomorrow at the Apex and at the PI and just kind of let it sink in a little bit more and get a feel for it.
Well, because I'm going to go back to Brian here, and Brian told me very specifically as soon as he was done his fight that he thought he was standing straight, and then when he goes and sees the replay, he's on an angle. And that, he said, he's never stood on that. It's very squishy. It's like a marshmallow. He's like, Dom, it's different. So that's why I was just thinking, like, is that something he's been pushing for you to do? Like, take that moment, walk out on there and feel it?
He hasn't really said much on that one.
Because that's the one thing that he told me right away. He didn't get a chance to walk out there. So I was kind of thinking maybe that's something for the new guys. Keep an eye out. If you get that opportunity, walk out and feel what it feels like. Because, yeah, he was upset. He said he felt like he was straight, but then when he watches the video, he's leaning forward. Right. So it's a different mat. I know it's a wrestling, it's not quite a wrestling mat. It's not quite like a jiu-jitsu thing. It's a little different. So definitely take that opportunity. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I know everyone's kind of enjoying meals. You want to go down, do some more gambling, whatever it is, like keep your mind off of tomorrow. But before I let you go, anything else I need to know?
Should just tune into the fight. I'm excited for it.
That's it. Where can the people find you? Instagram, Twitter, YouTube? What do you got going on?
Instagram's at Cooper Housley. Twitter's at Housley Cooper. And that's really the only two I kind of tend to be on, that and Cooper Housley on Facebook.
If I want to see you wrestle, where am I going?
All up and down the East Coast.
Yep.
I've been lucky enough to get to travel a lot to do it. I've done it from Florida up to New Jersey.
Okay, well, there you go. If you're out in that area, you want to see this guy wrestle, go catch him wrestling. If not, catch him power slapping on Rumble. Thank you so much for your time, man. I really appreciate you.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you.